Most dudes who on they square and pursuing their business and walking in they and what they supposed to, them is not asking your body count.
So you saying body count doesn't matter to a real man?
Body count matters to dudes who not in the count.
Ooh. Oh Lord! No, we didn't.
This has been tonight's conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I've never met a man who's had the, and ladies, I'm not saying it's like y'all easy. I've never met a man who had the ability to actually be with the woman that he wanted. Because most dudes with the women they got access to, not the women they want. I don't know a lot of men who with the women they want, who be worried about who else she. I got money. I know the spots. I can take you wherever the rest of them niggas take you. I'm confident in what I got. I'm not worried about who else you with. Only a dude who not on his square is worried about community. I don't roll in the community.
There's the right ladies to dry yourselves up with.
Respectfully, I can say a Just Mike. I can say an Ace Metaphor. I'm looking at some of the nodding in the room. I don't even roll in the community that you was handing that out to. I don't. I'm not gonna run into the dudes that you with. The dudes who happy and want to point the finger like, oh, I f***ed her. That don't shop where I shop. He don't land where I land.
That nigga's at the Piggly Wiggly.
Not the same.
Okay. First off, let's address the notion of those fixating on body counts. Look, fellas, if you're so busy pursuing your goals, walking in your own purpose and handling your business, well, some, like the brother said, why bother or wasting precious time and energy asking about a woman's body count? Seriously. It's like you're out there chasing shadows instead of focusing on what truly matters. Body count matters. Some people, of course, it matters to them. It depends on the individual, but come on. They're saying like, no, real men, the ones who are confident in themselves, who knows their worth, they are not out there sweating over somebody's past encounters. And ladies, let's make this crystal clear. Just because I'm saying, or the brother is saying that body count isn't a big deal, doesn't mean that you're all easy, no, not at all. It's about understanding that a man who is secure in himself isn't bothered by what you've done before him. He's focused on building something real with you.
A red flag if a girl has a high body count?
Yeah, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Why does she have a high body
I
count?
don't know, maybe because why does a guy have a high body count?
A guy and a girl are not the same.
And what do you think a high body count is?
Anything over 2.
Over 2?
Yeah.
So basically, if she's not a virgin,
Yeah, you should save your body for your husband.
do you save your body for your wife?
A guy and a girl are different.
What are your guys' opinion now about body count?
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was 100% like influenced by this like Andrew Tate red pill thing, which was a bad thing. If I'm being honest, it was a bad thing. And like it's like I wanted completely the opposite. I wanted like just a virgin girl. What I am to judge someone off like body count or how many people you slept with, if like mine is also higher.
To me, body count matters in both ways. If I'm trying to find someone to be in a relationship with and spend my entire life with, I want them to have experienced enough where there's never an amount of curiosity left that they feel like they might want to go and, explore it one day. I don't think like the average girl would ever have a body count that I would consider to be too high.
Acceptable body count for a woman in the UK is 4. And any woman that has had sex with over 4 people should be considered a whore.
It's just so strange because it's literally a made-up concept. So why are we like telling people that they're a whore because they've had consensual sex with more than 4 consensual adults? Like, why is that a big deal?
This is why a woman's body count will always matter. A woman's body count will always matter because a woman's purity is the value that men seek for in a relationship. We don't want our woman with experiences. We want a woman that we can share experiences with. Every man wants to give experiences and share them with his woman. So this is why a woman being with many men is a huge turnoff to men. You can't change what we desire. The same way women want a strong, fit, tall man, men want a pure woman. Men want a woman that brings him peace. Men want a woman that can be nurturing. And a woman who has been with less dudes is usually more nurturing, more feminine, more caring than a woman who isn't. That's why a body count for a woman will always matter.
What's your body count?
Go and ask your grandfather.
Okay, we've all heard about this, talk about the woman's purity being her value in a relationship, well, give me a break, because a woman's worth, for me, isn't determined by some outdated notion of purity. It's about who she is as a person, her character, her values, her aspirations. That's what matters. Do you want to tell me that in 2024 you can meet a virgin to get married to? Unless you go as low as, I don't want to call the age because it may violate YouTube terms, but let's be serious here. It's not as it seems.
What's your body count?
Go and ask your grandfather.
So boys that like to ask girls this question, please tell me why. What's your business? Why do you want to know? To prove she's a good girl or not?
They play!
Because even if she gives you a number, how sure are you that she's giving you the right one, really? So why are you asking? Why are you just putting yourself through that headache? To know whether a girl is good or not, you have to experience her, spend time with her. That's how you know. It's not usually by body count, okay?
Hey, I want to teach you something about how body counts and things and why it's important, right? Okay, this is where the man starts in his life. He starts at the bottom. Anything that a man is going to accomplish in life, he has to earn it. I mean, in order for him to get to the top of this mountain, he's going to have to gain wealth, notoriety, fame, some kind of relevance, have some kind of worth or some kind of value. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the mountain because of what they have, sexiness, beauty, things of that nature, right? So the fact of the matter is that you've been in a VIP section that you didn't have to pay for. Right? Several times. I've never been in one. The fact of the matter is that our value is earned and your value is given. Now, as we go up, this right here, networking, and we'll go up here and we'll go knowledge, and we'll go up here and we'll go money, and we'll go up here and then we go, success, right? Those are all things that a man have to achieve to get to the top of the mountain. Now, what a woman has to do is find reasons not to fall off this mountain, right? So let's say, boom, she goes down. Why? Because of attitude, right? She has a bad attitude. Let's go down here. She goes down because she has body count. Meaning, the fact of the matter is that she's had so many bodies because all she has to do is preserve her virtuosity at the top of this mountain. But the fact of the matter is that she has been slipped up so many times and dealt with so many men that did not want a cuff, that did not want a wife. You mean to tell me that goddamn 50 niggas in your lifetime sat there and you gave them a shot and they didn't want to stick around, but you want this guy that's made it all the way up here to deal with you? Oh, okay. Then we go body count. Then we go baby daddies. Like, okay, she got 6 baby daddies and 5 kids. And it goes down and lower and lower and lower. And so that's why a woman's body count matters, because of the fact of the matter is that a woman loses value when she sleeps around. In order for a man to sleep around, he has to gain value. Because no woman is going to mess with a man that's not financially stable. No woman is going to mess with a man that doesn't have any kind of respect for his peers. No woman wants to sleep with a guy that's not successful or has money or no kind of knowledge. You can't teach him anything. So in order for a man to get to the top of the hill, to have access to these women, he has to gain things. In order for a woman to come up off that.
This is what you say when a man asks you what your body count is on a date. This is a true reenactment, okay? Okay. You're on a date with a man and he goes, "What's your body count?" Okay. He asks you, "Woman, what's your body count?" You go, "I would love to answer that question and I'm going to." You're so smart. You're such a smart person, intuitive, and you're an empath, actually. I love that about you. However, I need to excuse myself to use the restroom. Me and my bladder. Oh my God. Okay, so this is your Telfar or your Coach bag. Your Coach bag. Get your make sure you get your phone. Make sure you grab all your items when you use the restroom because he doesn't know why. You're just taking all your items with you. Okay, so you go to the restroom, okay, and you type in www.uber.com. You call yourself an Uber, and then this is the hard part, okay? You've got to sneak past the kitchen, like Ratatouille, okay? You might need to go under a few tables to find the exit or the back door.
She's been
and then
sarcastic.
You jump into the Uber, but make sure you, when you jump into the Uber, he cannot see you. So you might want to lay down. And then you text your friends that you're on your way home because they want to know that you're safe. We don't talk about body counts with men. We just don't. Because men will base your value and what they can get from you based on your body count. They might hear that you're a virgin and hear naive. Or might hear I need to conquer with no intention of really getting to know you. They might just think about what it means for them to possibly be with a virgin, with no consideration of how it would make you feel if they were to leave you after conquering you. So then they're not even concerned about you or the relationship. They're just going to do and say whatever it takes to conquer you as the virgin. It's a huge deal for some men. Not all, but for some. Real men do not care about those numbers. They don't care. Here's your Coach bag. Here's your cell phone. It's a big cell phone. This is a big deal. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to use the restroom. It's silly me. I'm such a silly person, but you're not silly. You're so smart. You're so smart because you ask smart questions, and I love that about you. I'll be right back. I can't wait to see you. And can you give me sometimes it takes me a while to use, you have to use the low, soft voice. Sometimes it takes me a while to use the restroom. Okay, I'll be right back. Smart man. So handsome. Give him 20 compliments as you're leaving. www.lyft.com. Give me a XL, Uber XL, because you're going to need a lot of space, because you're going to need to want to lay down when you get in the car, because you're going to have to go through a lot to get out of the restaurant without him noticing.
Okay, we hear you.
What I really say about body count, the testament of your body count is more your rejection rate than how many people you slept with. Let's take somebody like you, for example, who's got a big name on social media, looks great, access to loads of women through the nightclub. Now, if your body count is, let's say if it's 10, but you've had hundreds of girls throwing themselves at you, yours is actually still low. Whereas if another guy who has no access to women, but finally gets 1 or 2 girls to sleep with him, on paper, it might be less, but his rejection rate is so low. So really look at how many people your partner is rejecting rather than just their body count, because on paper, a really unattractive man who has nothing going for him, his body count's going to be low. Doesn't mean he's a decent man. It's just that he didn't have the opportunity. Similarly, women that are not that nice to be around, not that kind, not that pretty, not that attractive, hers is going to be low. Doesn't mean she's virtuous. It's just that she didn't have access. It's the ones that have access but choose to be selective. That's what you should be looking at, is their selectivity.
Your body count number is 1590.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
So I lost my virginity end of freshman year of college. Right? I didn't even kiss a girl till college. Went into third year of college. I haven't been with 3 girls. Graduated college. I haven't been with 17. That was in 2005. 2012 was the first 100. At the end of 2018, I hit 1,000. I got really into the game in 2012.
Okay, let's go way back. To all the guys out there, asking body count on dates. Let me just give you some advice. Just stop, okay? Just stop. What's the point? What are you hoping to achieve by asking the question? I mean, if you're trying to prove she's a good girl, you're missing the entire point. These girls, they may lie. They may tell you I've only slept with 2 people. How would you know? So, well, for the guys, yeah, you got to do what you got to do to get what you want. So why bother about body count? If you want to just tick your name, fine. But on the other side, well, there's nothing you can do about it. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't even bother to ask. Okay? And I'll say that in my personal opinion, a woman's body count is none of our business, because it's not a measure of anything. Like I said, they'll not be truthful to you on the first date. I don't think it's a measure of her worth to or virtue or her sustainability as a partner. So instead of fixating on meaningless numbers, I'll say, let's focus on getting to know her as a person, treat her with respect, with dignity, and maybe, just maybe, then you find some, you can go around. You can go around to get what the real numbers, I'll say. So let's just stop this madness about body count. Real men don't care about numbers. They care about building meaningful connections. So let's focus on what truly matters: love, respect, and mutual understanding. Thanks for tuning in to the Obi podcast. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.